That was my grandpa. I'm on his ranch in Venus, you know, funny enough, as I'm bringing to you the sky. So I was somewhere along describing to you the different gods, how they were. Okay, so when the sun rises, right, that's your savior. Your savior is when the sun rises. That's the ram of God. That's Aries. Aries is also Perseus in some mythologies. It's Hercules. It's Moses. He's the one that liberates you. It's the ram. Moses is the ram. Jews do the ram horn. That's when that part of the day is. Now, a lot of these people watching this video are going to be from Miami initially, which you'll know what this is. That's the U. But actually what it is when the sun is at the very top, okay, right here is going to be Gemini. Gemini is the twins. Your twins are your arms. And if you know a Gemini, there's two sides to them, but those two sides come together to make a oneness, because this isn't one hand and a second hand. This is 0.5 hand, 0.5 hand, one hand. You don't have two arms. You have half, half, whole. That's how it works. In the sign of Gemini, you have the green star and you have the orange star, which are Castor and Pollux. That's why it's two hands, one green and one orange, to make the University of Miami. University of Miami teaches medicine and business and law. What is Mercury represent? Everything mercantile. Mercury, mercantile. You see how that's going there? So everything to do with merchandising and everything to do with the rod of Asclepius, which is the single staff with the snake going around it, has to do with medicine. There you go. The caduceus, the rod with the wings with the two snakes, that has to do with money. So you go to a doctor and they have the two wings, you know they're after your money. You notice an ambulance, what do they have? The one staff with the snake, the rod of Asclepius. So my grandfather totally threw me off, but I'm gonna get back to it in just a moment. So anyone who wants to knock what I'm speaking about now, please question it, research the things. I'm not making this shit up. This is stuff that's been around since before anything has been around. This is how we discovered our reality. This is where religions come from. This is where everything comes from. And I'm not saying, oh, I know the best thing. I'm saying, try to disprove it. That's how I got into it. I didn't believe any of these things when I didn't see it and go, oh yeah, truth. I saw it and I went, oh, let me research this shit. And I kept researching it and I kept researching it. Now, whether you believe sun worship to be good or bad, whether you believe the Illuminati to be good or bad, whether you believe any of this to be good or bad, doesn't matter. That's just your belief. What matters is the shit's prevalent. So you're wondering, what do you mean it's prevalent? The astrology of tropical astrology, the tropical zodiac, which is I'll attach it somewhere, the one that I draw, that I use. It's a wheel. It's a circle with two lines across it. It looks like a scope. You notice BMW is that same exact logo. It's the four seasons broken up. Symbols of the sun is a circle with a dot in the middle. You'll notice the logo for Target, HBO, Publix. They're all, the predominant thing is a circle with a circle in the middle. Now that circle is the shield of Apollo, the sun god. That little thing in the middle is the boss on the shield. A boss is just the pronounced part in the middle. Your boss at your job is the person in charge. They're the one who directs everything. So the ancients didn't believe the energy came from the sun. The ancients believed that the energy comes from everything, and the sun is a focal point that shoots it forward. So that boss is the actual sun. It takes all of the reflecting energy coming in from all around the universe and focuses it onto that boss, and then delivers it to us. That's where all of these terms and all these things come from. Nissan, the company, Nissan is Japanese. It translates into a type of word for horizon, horizon, which then horizon is, I believe, in Buddhistic things. But Nissan, also Nisan, Jewish Nisan, month of Nisan, has to do with the equinox. And what it means is it's the rising sun or the setting sun, depending on how you want to interpret it. How do I get that out of it? Well, it's a circle, which is the sun, with a line across it, the horizon. How many different companies? Frito-Lay's. How many different companies are a circle with a line across it? Why? Why do all these companies use very similar things? What about a check, a Nike check, the Verizon check? That's the rings of Saturn. Well, how do you believe the rings of Saturn? If you ever looked at Saturn through a telescope, you'll see that it's at an angle, and the way that the rings come around, it looks to you like a Nike check. You don't have to believe me. Just look it up. I'm just trying to share with you guys so you can understand a few of these things. Now, one of the best ways to understand an astrology, to relate it to people. So all of that's that's not bullshit. That's all the meat behind it. How can this work for your life? What good is it to know these things? Well, to deal with people, it's phenomenal. When people come to you and go, oh, you must be a this sign or that. No, that's not what I mean on using it for good things in life. But a way to use it is when you look at any sign. Aries is the ram, Taurus the bull, Gemini the twins, Cancer the crab, Leo the sun, Virgo the virgin, Libra the scales, Scorpio the scorpion, Sagittarius the man horse, Capricorn the sea goat. What's next? Aquarius the water bearer, Pisces the two fish, right? It is exactly how people are. If you know an Aries, you know they're just like a ram. What do rams do? They headbutt shit. When a ram, which there's 4 elements. There is fire, earth, air, and water. There's 3 of each element in the sign. So the 3 fire signs are Aries, which is fire in the head, Leo, which is fire in the chest, and Sagittarius, which is fire in the thighs. Then you have your earth signs, which are Taurus, which is earth in the neck. You have Virgo, which is earth in the stomach. And you have Capricorn, earth in the knees. Air, which is Gemini, which is air across the chest and the arms. Which, remember, these are your arms, Gemini. You have, what's the next one? Libra, air in the hips. You have Aquarius, air in the calves. Because Aquarius is the water bearer, but it is an air sign. It is the water bearer. It's bringing you water. Water is emotions. So your water signs are Cancer, water or emotions in the chest. You have Scorpio, which is water in your genitals, which is emotionally charging your genitals. And then you have your feet, which is Pisces, which are the 2 feet. There's just water in your feet. So Aries, the ram. You ever notice what rams do? They headbutt shit. When they're interested in something, they headbutt it. That's what they do. You know, in Aries, they're going to headbutt everything. Taurus, they act like a bull. They're very calm, they're very sweet, they're very loving, but they go crazy when they get upset, and it's just completely fucking ridiculous how they act. Gemini is air. It's very flighty in the arms. They're constantly doing things. They're hobbyists. They're people who are very here all the time. Cancer is the but referring to that, they're the twins. There's 2 of them. There's Gemini. You don't know which one you're dealing with until you get good at learning which one of them you're dealing with. Cancer's the crab. I'm Cancer. I can tell you. We got armor. Look at my armor. My shit's for real. Soft jello-y on the inside, just like a crab. But motherfucker, I will tear shit up. Leo they're a lion. What is a lion all about? Their pride, their roar, their domain. They want to, you know? That's the sign of the sun. That's why companies, you know, if you ever see a movie, there's a lion at the front. Rawr, that's a sun symbol. Virgo, the virgin. Every Virgo is always the victim. Oh, I'm the victim. Yeah, I'm the virgin. I just want to help everybody and they want to get fucked. Like a virgin, I whine. They're amazing people though. That's not like a bad attribute. It's just how you understand them. Libra is the scales. It's air in the hip. It's the scales. They want to be balanced. Everything has to be balanced with Libra. They're very into reading and learning. Libra, library. See how these words are playing. Scorpio, the backbiter. That's Judas. They'll betray you. They love you, but they'll betray you. Scorpion's on the side of a river. Asks the frog, hey, could you give me a ride across? The frog says, no, you're a scorpion, you'll sting me. The scorpion says, what? I won't sting you, because then we'd both die. The frog goes, you know what, that makes sense. Hop on my back. Halfway across the river, the scorpion stings the frog. And the frog, as he's sinking, says, why did you do that? No, we're both going to die. And the scorpion said, because I'm a scorpion. Sagittarius, the man horse. Fire in the thighs. You know, they're solo. Just like a centaur, they're very solo. Everything's solo to them. And they're there, boom. Next we got Capricorn, which is the sea goat. I don't really know how to describe you a sea goat, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a sea goat. It's a goat that lives by the sea. I don't fucking know. It's earth in the knees, okay? And then you have Aquarius, air in the calves, okay? Aquarius is the water bearer. The water bearer brings you emotions. They don't have emotions. It's not a water sign. Aquarius are mad fucking dry, but they will bring you emotions. So what they'll do is they'll take people that they love. If you know an Aquarius, that you know that they do this. They'll love you, but they don't give you the love. They take love from you, and then they pour that shit on other people because they're the water bearer. And you'll go, why do they do this? It's how they are. It's just accept them, love them, understand them, and it'll be better. Pisces are two fish. Fish are very flighty. A Pisces, you do anything, scares a Pisces away. Pisces runs from everything.